Okay, alright, appears that now the GoPro works, but not the webcam. So I'll see what we can do here. Deactivate and activate. Alright, that's working. Now I want to go to the actual channel and test that out. Okay, we'll just... Here we go. And okay. Okay, switch. Yep, there. And it should show. Okay, I'm almost at the right spot. Okay, so one can be deleted now. And then one is gonna be whatever. Okay, there we have it. And all what? Don't I have a chat? Well, I guess it's no big deal. Oh, I just lost. Everything turned green? Alright, I don't know why. Why don't I see one of those chats? Theater mode. It's not even... And why is everything going green at times? That's weird. Well, I'm just here to make comments about my health anyway. Oh, it went black. It black. Is this for real? I just updated the OBS, and they got a whole bunch of new things that look kind of cool. But now that I'm looking at YouTube, things are going black. I did not purposely choose that. They've got a whole lot of new features here. Alright, so past couple of days I've been feeling kind of bad because I used shoe glue on my shoe, and it just like 2 days ago, it was in the evening time. Actually, I glued the shoe, and it was like the front part was separating, and so I bought shoe glue at the... Oh, that's my hiatal hernia. I got shoe glue at the Walmart, and eventually I finally got around to gluing it, and I made sure to leave the shoe outside of my car in the morning time. I put a 45-pound plate on it, and then I left the shoe outside of my car since the morning time. I didn't bring it in until I was ready to go, to relocate. So the shoe was outside of my car for at least 8 hours. Okay. But even still, that wasn't long enough. I bring the shoe inside my car, move my car, but keep the shoe inside, parked, sitting, and I was smelling it a little bit, but it wasn't that strong. But suddenly I started feeling this heaviness in my stomach, and I kind of thought it was maybe from doing some exercises, but it just kept getting worse. And so then I decided to take that shoe out because, I mean, it clearly wasn't as. I realized that at some point it was not the exercise that was causing my gut problem, my breathing problem. It was the shoe glue. I didn't realize it right away. It took an hour. So I removed the shoe and I tied it to the outside of my car where it sits today. And well, I wasn't getting worse. But I don't feel like I'm getting much better. I really huffed a lot of that shoe glue for just an hour. And I mean, I went through some phases. And this was after I suffered the puking episode from the yogurt with that BB20 or whatever it's called. What is that stuff called again? I just made a video about the yogurt that got me sick. That was only a couple of days beforehand. Alright, it's the BB12. Okay. I got sick off of that immediately. That was a horrible experience. And then just a couple of days later, I decided to use the shoe glue, and I left. I pretty much hung out with my shoe practically right next to my face. I had all the windows open in the car, or at least in the back. I thought I would have good ventilation, but I didn't. And I just started getting worse. It was like my diaphragm felt like it was getting compressed. And I was laying on my stomach. It was not. It was unusual. It was unusual for me to assume that it was from exercise. Like the squatting. For some reason, I was thinking that, wow, doing those squat exercises were really messing me up. But that wasn't the case. They didn't. They weren't the problem at all. Because when I squat, I'm kind of hunched over, like I'm sitting in this chair, and then straining to squat. But for the problem to develop later, like an hour later, it just didn't make any sense that the exercise would do that. I wasn't thinking fast enough. So I was sitting in the shoe glue. It does not have a very strong scent. There's something in that shoe glue. Let me see. What about shoe glue poisoning? I've been meaning to look this up. I'm poisoned by the shoe glue. And I gotta also just say once, again, I guess, I do not see comments for this video. So if there is any, they're not being shown on YouTube or OBS. I can go to it. Oh wait, there is a chat. Oh, there has been comments. Oh, my bad. Well, then I can look at comments now. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the burps. My shoes have always been toxic. Yeah, I bought this headgear. Because I was sick from the yogurt and I was getting down to 32 degrees. I got scared. I bought hand warmers and I bought this head warmer because I was cold and I was also sweating too. So it was really bad. And now I'm just using it, well, partly because of the sickness from the shoe glue. So I get desperate sometimes when I get sick. Like when I got sick from the yogurt, I was all ready to to upload a video that I made of the cops in Rochester, Minnesota. But as soon as that sickness hit, I just stopped caring. I just like sat back and I'm like, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm way too sick to care. When I get sick like that, I just stop caring. Everything just comes to a sudden halt like death. Sickness is like being in a death phase. You don't care about anything else except for trying to figure out what the problem is. And wanting to make the sickness and pain go away. Nothing else matters. And right now, I mean, I've got this low grade, medium grade sickness from this shoe glue that's making me not care. I wanted to go visit the Spam Museum. Let's see, I'm gonna look up shoe glue sick. Shoe glue stick. Is shoe glue toxic? You better believe it. Harmful swallow, eye irritation, skin irritation. Oh man, I just can't get over that. Cause skin suspected of damaging the unborn child. Yeah, they're holding back on the dangers of this toluene. I breathed it in for an hour in my car. Toluene. Maybe I'll look up toluene. And it started affecting my diaphragm. Like there's a heaviness. Like I can't take deep breaths on the right side. My right side is really toluene is a substituted hydrocarbon, colorless, water insoluble. Water insoluble? The smell is associated with paint thinners. Okay, I have been trying to drink more water. That's important to know. Because I was wondering if it could have been fat soluble because it feels like it collected the fumes. The fumes collected in my liver. It felt like that. But it's water insoluble, so it's a water base. And so it attaches to my water instead. So I need to drink more. I did drink a little bit extra, but I can always drink more. But it's not at all like a stomach sickness. This is a lung chemical irritation. Toluene is in TNT? Huh. Yeah, I yesterday I was really feeling it in my liver on the right side, lower rib cage. There's a tightness, and I'm still kind of feeling it. And then there's a rumbling around my heart. It doesn't feel like it's gonna make me pass out, but it's a weird feeling. And I tried to exercise this morning. I put in some good effort, doing some lunges, and I did not feel invigorated afterward. Whatever blood flow I got going, the blood is toxic right now. I felt worse. I felt more like a zombie after exercising. And a lot of that has to come from the chemicals that I smelled. I huffed. I breathed in a chemical, toluene, that really just degraded me. It just really sapped. It made us. It caused a swelling, and then it just sapped my strength. There's more in Wikipedia. I need to figure out exactly what I can do. It's a solvent, of course. It probably irritated my lungs. I breathed it in, and so it was attacking my lungs. And it seemed like it didn't just attack my throat. My throat feels fine. It feels like it just went right for my diaphragm, like deep in the lungs. It just easily passed by my mouth, my throat, my nose. It wasn't even offensive enough to my nose. Not like smelling a rotting corpse or something. This shoe glue was kind of tolerable to smell. So using my sense of smell, I mean, I could smell it, but it wasn't really offensive. It causes deep tissue damage. Smelling this stuff. And on the package it said it takes 24 hours for it to be ready. I, I gave it 8 hours and then brought it into the car, and it messed me up after 8 hours. I should have left it in the outside the car. That shoe is tied up outside the car now, but that wasn't until after I had an hour's exposure of this stuff, and it just wrecked me. They say, oh, the warnings are that you got, uh, what did they say again? Reproductive harm? I'm like, whatever, reproductive harm? That's no big deal. I didn't know that it would mess up my lungs, or my liver lungs, so much. Weakens me. I don't know how people can breathe it in as a recreational inhalant. It's really messed me up. Discovered isolated in 1837 because it was taken out of pine oil. As a normal aromatic hydrocarbon, methyl group has a greater electron releasing properties than a hydrogen. Toluene is more reactive than benzene towards electrophiles. What's an electrophile? It's reacted all in my lungs. All the reaction, and maybe my blood. It's probably entered my blood. It bypassed my nose, my throat, got deep into my lungs, affecting my diaphragm. Most likely getting into my blood too. Just an hour breathing it. And it's been a couple of days and I'm still struggling. Occurs, is reactive to electrophiles? Like my nerves? Did it shut down some nerves? electrophile. It might have attacked my nerves. Okay. I don't think I was weakened by it. I think I recovered pretty good from the yogurt sickness. I could tie the shoe to my I tied my shoe to my bicycle rack. Yeah, classic Wrath of the Lich King. No, I don't have the resources. Yeah. So it's a matter of giving this time, I guess. It's just this isn't like smelling something that I can just sneeze out. This got deep into my lungs, and I mean I'm not in the best of shape, so to have shoe glue do this to me is I'm more vulnerable, I think. So dealing with this is uh, just gonna take time. I just have to once again step back from any responsibilities, which it's moments like this why I do step back from responsibility. I don't want to have all kinds of responsibility and then get sick like this. I just have to give up everything and then try to figure things out. If you don't step back, you just suffer more. So that's that's my exposure to shoe glue. I mean, it's rare. Vitamin C might help. Yeah, I need to look into that. Orange juice makes me burp more, so I'm really. I mean, I'm taking the lady's recommendation about eating one fruit at a time, and while orange juice just by itself might work, but I cannot be combining fruits and milk. Oh my God. I think that's what brought this burping problem. Oh, see, I get a rumbling around my heart. I don't understand. That was a weird one. But yeah, I've gotten into some habits that are unbalanced, and then I get violent reactions. Well, with hiatal hernia and acid reflux, that was getting bad, and I was taking my time trying to figure it out. I still ate frozen strawberry. I still ate a lot of smoothies for a few months after the my burp blockage, but and then uh, yeah, I got GERD, of course. Yep, and the GERD came from smoothies, and it's like um, I kept eating smoothies for a few months into it, trying to like I was so addicted to frozen strawberries and bananas with milk that I wasn't willing to give it up right away. I wanted to try other things, exercise, yoga, and research from time to time. And it's so frustrating to think how much I got set back by the Natchitoches arrest and trying to fight for my freedom there, and then ending up in jail for a month on top of that. It did not help my research. Louisiana was just awful for my health discoveries. Health, self and health discoveries. And it's just so stupid getting into those addictions. And they're not even real. None of these addictions were extracts. They're whole strawberries, whole bananas, whole milk. And still I could take it also too far. Yeah, vitamin C sounds like a good deal. I'm not gonna get any extracts of vitamin C though. I would consider, and I don't have it. I was actually looking for my milk thistle and I couldn't find it. I'm like, milk thistle is supposed to be good for the liver and feed or take over the function of the liver, but I couldn't find it. You know what I need to find, which I've been eating before, are grapes, the wild grapes. But I'm so weak. I don't even want to go to the spam museum. To just get on the bicycle and look around for wild grapes. Something. I was looking for them for the milk thistle, and I was gonna chew on those seeds, and I couldn't find them. That was a little frustrating. I've been falling behind on my herbal medicines anyway. Trying to stay on top of my herbal remedies. So, yeah, I can't miss that spam museum. They close at 5. I want to give myself a couple more hours and just see how I feel. Yeah, that spam museum looks pretty neat. I walked over yesterday. See, the thing is I mean, I can still function, but it's just there's little weird things that come up that are weird, that are all focused in my lung region on the right side, the lower right side of my lungs, and then also it makes my heart fluctuate every so often. That's my reaction. So frustrating. I thought it's like getting kicked in the gut. It's like a slow kicking in my gut that this toluene, the shoe glue fume was doing to me. And then I finally got that shoe outside. I wanted to repair that, and hydrogen peroxide therapy changes the color of my skin. I don't like that. And then I've been experimenting with vinegar for my toe fungus, and that dries out my skin when I apply it with just a finger. My finger gets all dried out. Um, and it's just it seems like it's working okay, but I need to apply that vinegar again. I need to apply the vinegar maybe 2 or 3 times a day in between my toes to deal with the the itching. I got problems that are just like, it's just incredible. Little problems, things that I guess maybe most people can ignore. I can't. I need to feel right. when I want to exercise, I want to go into a exercise routine with full energy. I don't want to go in feeling tired. I won't exercise if that's the case. I gotta have a maximum energy. Methylene blue, 100% healthy. Yeah, I felt that a couple of days ago, in between the yogurt sickness and then the exposure to the shoe glue. Yeah, methylene blue. I don't know. I like playing with the vinegar right now. I can't consume vinegar, let alone apple cider vinegar. I can't consume coffee. There's just some things that are just too harsh for me. My my tissues are too sensitive. But yeah, this shoe glue incident really set me back. I just had to stop all plans and just think about what I can do. Yeah, I might have a natural acidosis, and then to have any further acids just make things a whole lot worse. I love eggs and milk. I love things, and even water-based lubricants like slippery elm. I love things that coat me. All right, and I gotta say this is weird, but this time of year, my skin is feeling dry. I've been thinking that I want to apply some slippery elm to my skin. It's the end of summer, and so things are drying out and all that, getting cool and drying out. And that's the thing too. I gotta think about different habits. I'm no longer buying ice. It's too cold for ice now. Now I gotta start thinking about warm water, about trying to warm things up more than cool things down. No, wait. Do not put olive oil on your skin. No oils. Keep all oils off of your skin. When did you talk to a Roman or a Greek? There's no way. So I'm I'm sticking with water-based lubricants for my skin. And I'm using coconut oil for my bicycle chain. I think coconut oil is good enough to keep my bicycle chain lubricated. It's been doing a good job. I use a toothbrush and scrub it down. I think it's good. But I'm done with oils. I'm done with all vegetable oils. They are not healthy to consume, and and uh, questionable to even apply to your skin. Okay, bear fat maybe, but that's too stinky. I'm happy with slippery elm. I'm very happy with slippery elm. I'm getting the feeling that slippery elm gets more gooey. I don't care about acne. It's not. What do oils give you acne? Oil leaves a film that's very uncomfortable. If I was applying oils, I don't shower. I haven't showered in months and months and months. If I feel really dirty, I'll put slippery elm on the spot. and that cleans me. That cleans my hair. That cleans the oil out of my hair. It does a really good job. And if I added oils, oh my God, that's like adding it's like adding baby powder when you got chafing. All you do is create more caking. You just put a cake in your chafed areas, because well, for me it collects. I've used baby oils. I use baby powder. I've used different oils. I don't like any of them. I don't know how people do like them. I don't like the excessive extracts that are the excessive oil extracts. I can't stand them. I don't brush my teeth. I don't like the excessive oils, and I don't like, on the opposite end, I don't like the excessive what do they call those? The stuff that scuffs off the dirt, like soaps, the strong soaps. Things that clean, the excessive cleaning agents, or the excessive lubricating agents. People go too far with that. I'm trying to stay in the middle. I think the middle ground is slippery elm. Slippery elm is both a cleaning agent and a detergent. Yeah, detergents are terrible. Astringents, if they're not extracts, are fine. Yeah, it's like I got this combination of problems. It's like I have attacked my lungs with shoe glue, plus I have GERD, and it's annoying. I'm not 100%, and I don't feel comfortable exercising hardcore. I don't want to do strong exercise. Light walking, I gotta keep moving. You don't just lay down and die. What cereal do I recommend? Huh. Yeah, I have shredded wheat. I don't have anything with no sugar. I'll do shredded wheat. And also, sometimes I'll have potato flakes in the morning too. I had potato flakes before I came over here. I mixed potato flakes in what's that green plant that you can. I keep wanting to think celery for some reason. Chives. I need dill. I need to get green dill. I keep forgetting that at the store. I want to add dill to those potato flakes. But there's a couple of green plants, the dried green plants from the herb section. Yeah, who's angry Bigfoot is eating dehydrated grasshoppers? Why do that? I don't see them sold at Walmart. Um, but yeah, I try to make things easy. I'm eating about maybe 6 eggs a day now. I don't think they're a problem. I used to think they were a problem. I'm not giving those up. But everything is the same. My diet is pretty much stable. It's not causing me problems. It's just there's some things that I do different that really just throw me off. That yogurt with the BB12 and then the shoe glue. They're just little things. I didn't react fast enough. And you can't be prepared for everything either. It's really frustrating. But to have damage for this long, I couldn't just, after an hour of huffing shoe glue, I couldn't just step outside and in a couple hours be 100% again. No, it just had to continue to get worse and worse, almost like eating a mushroom. It could take 24 hours for the real true symptoms to come out. That's what the shoe glue's doing. And most people don't subject themselves to breathing it, even if they use it, right? Well, I had it practically next to my face in my car. After 8 hours, though, 8 hours, it was still giving off fumes like I just applied it, I think. And I'm trying to repair my shoes because the stores don't sell my size, so I want to hold on to my shoes as long as possible, because ordering shoes is a big hassle. So I have another pair of shoes. I was just hoping to use those while the others were getting repaired, but the other was getting repaired. It's just sitting outside my car now. So I guess that's all I really need to say about this. Just got a major frustration about breathing in shoe glue, and dwelling on it should help me be more prepared for problems like this in the future, at least. Dwelling on it for 41 minutes here, and maybe it can serve as a warning for others, all 5 of you.